Actually.
Oh my God. Okay.
Actually, the police officer was not only calm, he was kind.
We're in agreement. Look at you throwing that curveball at me.
He was kind. He was going to offer her a ticket for a seatbelt warning, which means no points and no traffic school and a fine that's much less money than a speeding ticket. And she went off on a rant on him on how she doesn't trust him and she doesn't want that and she was always wearing her seatbelt. Well, listen, attorney, first of all, I'm a former prosecutor. We're both former prosecutors, actually.
No, I'm a defense lawyer.
Oh, okay, you're not a former
Former
prosecutor.
defense lawyer, never
Never
former prosecutor.
Well, as a prosecutor,
Okay.
we are trained that we have discretion. And we prosecute a case based on whether or not we feel that we can bring justice. We shouldn't be prosecuting a case just to get a conviction for the sake of a conviction.
Well, this is going to be...
And I think being a lawyer, you carry that, when you take your oath of attorney, you have that responsibility.
Wow.
I think this is so sad. That video is not really clear. You can't see whether or not there's a gun or not, but he called gun, and then they gunned down this poor guy in his grandmother's backyard who was unarmed and just holding his cell phone. I think that this is sad and another example of excessive force and police brutality. Unfair is the cops could get away with this because they're going to say that they had reason to believe that he was armed and they were just doing his job and they were in the middle of an investigation and it was reasonable and justified, though horrific and horrible of an outcome. And it's sad. It's unfair. Well, she seems to be raising the bar again to be just like, Trump, bombastic and bullying and full of herself.
Now, did you make a funny when you said raising the bar? Did you know you even made that pun?
No.
Okay, Carissa, please help me lighten this up. Please lighten this up.
I just think that she's outrageous, and her personality is outrageous, and to her, any press is good press. There's no such thing as bad press.
And 18+ million people are
and
watching.
it's all about ratings.
But that's a thing. It's exactly right. It's about ratings, and people watch what's outrageous, even if they
So
don't
you know what?
agree.
How about
You can, and then it'll come down to whether or not there's ascertainable damages to have a case against you, but people can say what they want to say as long as it's not inciting violence. But I agree with you that cyberbullying is a problem and doesn't always have an outcome. The question is how far does someone take it to the point of actually causing harm to someone else, and whether or not it was reasonable for them to interpret it that way where the harm was actually done. Cyberbullying, I have my own law firm, and I have clients that have, been upset with me because of a reason that I never thought was valid, and they have every right to go on the internet and write what they want about me in a review. I've been lucky in not having that, but they have every right to do it, and there's nothing I can really do about it.
All right, suppose they say...
I would be writing the website to try to get it removed by saying it wasn't true, but sometimes, people, what's the damage? What's the harm? Am I going to lose my business? Am I going to lose cases? Am I going to lose money because somebody wrote that?